Previously on My Little Pony. Meanwhile, thanks for bringing me home, Big Mac. No problem, Spike. Don't forget to take the notes to school tomorrow, or you'll get bad grades. I know, you don't have to say it for the 5th time. For you, I gotta to repeat it 100 times. Okay, Spike, we're leaving. Say howdy to Twilight for me. Shut up. You know each other? It was at our house last week. She was at our house last week. You mean Apple Bloom? So, you're so mean. Hey, she came to our house by herself, and it's not that I didn't want to invite you. It's because of my sister. She doesn't like it when people visit our house. You're so mean, Apple Bloom. Ever since we met each other, you never invite me to your house. But you don't have a problem with inviting my sister. Don't be mad. I promise I'll invite you over one of these days. See you in class tomorrow. Oof, I'm so tired. When I get home, I'll take a shower and then go to bed right away. Child, may I speak with you for a moment? Sorry, but I'm not allowed to talk to strangers. But I'm no stranger, Spike. What? Do you know my name? Because of the one who sent me and told me your name was your sister Celeste. Celeste? Back at the schoolyard, Twilight, before the start of this duel, and as a token of my appreciation to you, I'm going to give you a gift. A gift just as I wear my cloak and hat in my magic show, I'm now giving you a pair, at least somewhat identical to mine, so at least you look more like a true magician. I don't want any of your nonsense. If you want a true duel, then let's start already. You'll regret not having accepted the gift of a sorceress. You're not a sorceress. You only learned to use magic last night. Very well, Twilight. Then I'll have to show you it to you. Dueling field restricting circle. Restricting circle? What have you done? And what this thing I have on my head? Have you ever heard of field spells? Field spells, you're talking about creating a specific environment on the field of battle, but only very few can create these types of spells. Yes, only the best. We're now in a magic duel with real rules, which you have to obey if you want to defeat me. New rules? I'll explain. In this duel, each other have a turn in which we'll be able to attack our opponent. Once you cast your spell and the turn will switch to the opponent, and then that cycle is repeated for the rest of the duel. But don't think that the one being attacked can do anything to prevent it. However, its attack may use to means of a defense. However, you'll be unable to counterattack your opponent. But that's not all. When the attack is successful, it hits your opponent, then will suffer double the damage. But if the attacker cannot hurt their victim, they'll receive half of the damage. So instead, don't you think these are fair rules? Hee hee. Trixie, you can't be serious. Stop this. No one can repeat from this battle. You equally accept a magic duel with me, and now since the restricting circle is enabled, nobody can leave until one of us two emits victorious. Trixie, please. By the way, one thing I forgot. The attacker has only 1 minute to decide which attack to use and to decide who to attack. It's shown by this triangle above your head. And I believe your minute is over. What? When you pass a turn without deciding to attack, you'll also receive damage. Also, only a small percent. Now it's my turn. Fato. Barrier. Darn. Well done, Twilight. Trixie, please stop this. You're only causing yourself more damage. Never. Not until you paid for what you did yesterday to me. I'm really sorry about what happened. While you live happily with your family, I had to reform mine after losing them in that hut, And when I thought I had finally found a new one, you came along and made me lost them again, which is why, after I defeat you, I'll do something worse to you than to your friends. While they'll forget that you know each other, I'll take you away to another place in the world and empty your head. You'll be like a 4-year-old girl in a world that's totally unknown. Trixie, all that hate inside you, who made you become this way? Oh no, it's Discord already, starting to affect her mind. I'm sorry, Trixie, but I have to finish this quickly. Stellar Wayne. Stellar Wayne. Mirage. What? She stopped it. Do you really think that you can beat me with such simple tricks? How? How can you possibly have such a level of spiritual energy when you only had one night to learn about real magic? It's simple, Twilight. With in this dimension, you were born in a normal family. My family were expert magicians who taught me and introduced me to the world of magic since I was a child. Those were only cheap tricks and optical illusions. That's true, but it was still knowledge about magic. Once my spiritual energy was awoken, all that knowledge was transformed into power. Now I understand. When I put my horn yesterday at the music park, I noticed how she emit a slight amount of spiritual aura. Her power was always there, waiting for somebody to release it. Now, with my great intelligence and skills, and the powers of Discord to alter reality, I'm going to show you what I can do with magic. Manifest trick of the box of swords. Box of swords? No, I'm trapped in this box. Well, Twilight, let's see if you can escape from this dance of swords. I'm sorry, little bird. Substitution. What? No. Oh, good. It's safe. I'm glad that Fluttershy is asleep doing all this. She'd never forgive me if she's seen me do that to an animal. You almost killed me. What? No, you're alone. I never knew you escaped. Twilight. Sis? Be careful. Discord had began to control that girl's mind. You need to finish this duel before it's too late for her. I know. You don't need to tell me twice. And I'm fine, by the way. Twilight, I sent for Zecora, but she told me that something made her transportation spell directive her from the city. It's going to take her some time to get there. So why did you send her if she can't arrive in time? Everything that you're doing is just causing us problems. Twilight, what's happening with you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm just a little nervous, that's all. Something strange is happening to Twilight. It's my turn, Trixie. Blade of Energy. Scream of Smoke. Grr. Twilight, now you see why it's better to use the horn as a magic wand. Horn Glado. Shield. He he he. Why did she attack me physically? That's strange. To form a transmutation spell, that's require a very high level of spiritual energy. Heavens, it seems that at the moment the level of this young woman is superior to Twilight's. What will you do now, Twilight? I hope I'm not wrong. Jump! A full frontal attack. Do you think you can take me by surprise me? I can protect myself from physical attacks too. Ace of Diamond. Don't fail me now. Ghostly Rains. What? Feeding Blow. Or Flouting Blow. Yes, that girl may have a high level, but Twilight is much more intelligent. Darn! How dare you hit me? As I expected, during my turn, I can use more than one magic spell, simply when it isn't meant to hurt her. And I also discovered that I can't use the same defense or attack again in this duel. You were hiding that from me, weren't you? How did you know? Thanks to you, Trixie. Before you started this duel, you told me that this person told you everything about me. That also means that he told you almost the spell, most of the spells I use. When you threw yourself directly towards me and forced me to use my shield, I wondered how you could possibly didn't know I I had that spell in my repertoire. Darn it. And so I imagine that the resisting circle, may not allow a repetition of the same attack and defense tricks. That's why you wanted me to use my shield against your weaker attack. So I wouldn't be able to use it against an attack of greater power. Give it up, Trixie. I saw through your sick game. He 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 he. This duel is far from finished, Twilight. Why do you have a doll in your hands? Fraction. It's happening again. I feel dizzy and very exhausted. Now, what have you done to me? Now, Twilight, it's time I teach you about a different type of magic. Black magic? No, that girl has broken Twilight's aura. But how? How can she possibly dare to use black magic spells? Who who taught Trixie that kind of magic? You're the one who been with my sister Celeste for all these years. Yes, I come to give you something very important. He. To be continued. Stay tuned until next time.